House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan. Good to see you, sir.
Good to be with you again, Chris.
What is the meat on the bones of concerns about the money?
I think everything you just described. I mean, where's this money coming from? You see all these tents and this kind of organized fashion this is done. Who's financing it? We think that's an important question. And from the Judiciary Committee perspective, we think, as I said today in this press event, there are three sort of fundamental questions the Biden administration should answer. First, are these students who are engaged in this radical activity, what the law says espousing or promoting, endorsing terrorist activity, are these students engaged in that? Are they here on a visa? If we know who they are, is the State Department actively trying to revoke that visa? And for those who've had their visa revoked, is the Department of Homeland Security starting removal process, getting them out of the country? Because if you're engaged in that kind of activity, radical activity, not First Amendment protected speech, but radical activity that's against the law, you're not supposed to be here. That's plain and simple. So that's what we're going to look at from the perspective of the Judiciary Committee, which has kind of jurisdiction over immigration law.
So we got guys running across the border with bags of fentanyl, and they get caught and released, and you think they're going to kick out Ivy League students for protesting?
Well, I'm not saying that Mr. Mayorkas and the Biden administration are going to do it, because remember, as you point out, they're the ones who created this problem. They're the ones who on day one fundamentally changed the policies that were working. They said no more wall, no more remain in Mexico, and if you get here, you will be released. So they created this mess, but this situation is getting so bad. We think those fundamental questions are questions the American people have. And frankly, we as members of Congress and the American people would like to know the answers to those fundamental questions. Remember, on September 30th, 2021, Secretary Mayorkas writes a memorandum on how he's going to enforce immigration policy. And he talks about it in that memorandum, what you're looking for. And he says if there's a national threat, a threat to national security, then that's basis for removal. Well, the overarching question is what's going on these campuses, is that a national security threat? It sure looks like it when it's being done primarily, or at least we think in part, by students here on a visa. Remember, at Columbia, 55% of the student body is here on a visa. So a majority of the people there as students are on a visa. Now, maybe there's people coming in engaged in this activity who aren't even students. We don't know. And I think the financing, figuring that all out, will help us determine that. But if there's students who are engaged in this radical activity that's against the law and they're here on a visa, they're supposed to be removed.
I had no idea that high a percentage. I don't even know that's right, that it's 55%. But that certainly provides context. Why not use
30%
Chair? Go ahead.
I was just going to say 30% at Harvard, 58% at Northeastern, and 42% at NYU. It's a huge number. And that's not just Northeastern schools. Those numbers are pretty high in other schools. Not as typically as high in Midwestern state universities,
right,
but it's a significant number of people, of students who are here on some kind of visa.
Mr. Chairman, why not use this situation as an opportunity to put together legislation about immigration and the southern border right now, and take action and show the American people that something can get done to make these things better, instead of just holding it off until after the election?
Well, we've tried. I mean, we tried that. We passed it a year ago. A bulk of that legislation, House Bill 2, came through our committee, the Judiciary Committee, and then the other part of it came through Homeland Security Committee here in Congress. We passed that out of the House. It's been sitting in the Senate for now a year, but Chuck Schumer won't bring it up. So we're for doing something, but it seems to me that the Biden administration isn't. Again, they willfully, deliberately, intentionally created the problem on day one when they reversed the policies that the Trump administration had in place. Frankly, policies that were working, they reversed those. They made that intentional decision to do so on day one, and they've given us this mess, which, by the way, Chris, we're on track to get to 12 million migrants coming in the country in the Biden administration. That's equivalent, that number, 12 million, is equivalent to the entire population of our home state, the state of Ohio. And we're the 7th largest state in the country. That's the magnitude of this problem. So they don't want to address it. For some reason, they want this to continue. I have no idea why, but they do. So that's the problem. We passed legislation a year ago that would fix the problem.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.